Alrighty, folks. So I was going to read Jeremiah 16, but I think the last bit of 15 adds a lot more context to it. So this is Jeremiah 15:19. It's titled, "The Lord Reassures Jeremiah." "Therefore, thus says the Lord, if you return, then I will bring you back. You shall stand before me. If you take out the precious from the vial, you shall be as my mouth. Let them return to you. But you must not return to them, and I will make you to this people a fortified bronze wall. They will fight against you, but they shall not prevail against you, for I am with you to save you and deliver you, says the Lord. I will deliver you from the hand of the wicked, and I will redeem you from the grip of the terrible." Let me say that one again. "I will deliver you from the hand of the wicked, and I will redeem you from the grip of the terrible." Jeremiah's lifestyle and message. This is where chapter 16 starts. "So the word of the Lord came to me, saying, You shall not take a wife, nor shall you have sons or daughters in this place. For thus says the Lord concerning the sons and daughters who are born in this place, and concerning their mothers who bore them, and their fathers who begot them in this land. They shall die gruesome deaths. They shall not be lamented, nor shall they be buried, but they shall be like refuse on the face of the earth. They shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine, and their corpse shall be meat for the birds of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. For thus says the Lord, do not enter the house of the mourning, nor go to lament or bemoan them. For I have taken away my peace from this people, says the Lord. Loving kindness and mercies, both the great and the small, shall die in this land. They shall not be buried, neither shall men lament for them, cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them." I like that. "Nor shall men break bread in the morning for them, to comfort them for the dead, nor shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their fathers or their mothers. Also, you shall not go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat or drink. For thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Behold, I will cause to cease from this place before your eyes, and in your days, the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. And it shall be, when you show this people all these words, and they say to you, Why has the Lord pronounced all this great disaster against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God? Tell then you shall say to them, Because your fathers have forsaken me, says the Lord, they have walked after other gods, and have served them and worshipped them, and have forsaken me and not kept my law. And you have done worse than your fathers. For behold, each one follows and dictates of his own evil heart, so that no one listens to me. Therefore I will cast you out of this land into a land that you do not know, neither you nor your fathers, and there you shall serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. Therefore, behold, the days are coming, says the Lord, that it shall no more be said, The Lord lives, who brought up the children of Israel from the land of Egypt. But the Lord lives, who brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands where he had driven them. For I will bring them back into their land which I gave to their fathers. Behold, I will send for many fishermen, says the Lord, and they shall fish there. And afterward I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. For my eyes are on all their ways, and they are not hidden from my face. nor is their iniquity hidden from my eyes. My first I will repay double for their iniquity and their sin, because they have defiled my land, and they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of detestable and abominable idols. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come to you from the ends of the earth and say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, worthlessness, and unprofitable things. Will a man make gods for himself, which are not gods? Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know my hand and my might, and they shall know my name is the Lord. So, continuing to 17, the sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron. With the point of a diamond it is engraved on the tablet of their heart, and on the horns of your altars, while the children remember their altars that were wooden images by the green trees on the high hills. On my mountain in the field I will give as plunder your wealth, all your treasures, and your high places of sin within your borders, and you, even yourself, shall let go of your heritage which I gave you, and I will cause you to serve your enemies in the land which you do not know. For you have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus says the Lord, cursed is the man who trusts in man, and makes flesh his strength, whose heart departs from the Lord. For he shall be like a shrub in the desert, and shall not see when a good comes, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, and in the salt land which is not inhabited. Blessed is the man who trusts the Lord, and whose hope is the Lord. For he shall be the tree planted by the waters, which spreads out its roots by the river, and will not fear when heat comes, but its leaf will be green, and will not be anxious in the year of drought, nor will cease from yielding fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I tested the mind, even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. It's a partridge that broods but does not hatch, so is he who gets rich, but not by right. It will leave him in the midst of the days, and at his end he will be a fool. A glorious high throne from the beginning, it is a place of our sanctuary. O Lord, the hope of Israel. All who forsake you shall be ashamed. Those who depart from me shall be written in the earth, because they have forsaken the Lord, the fountains of living waters. Heal me, O Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for you are my praise. Indeed, they say to me, where is the word of the Lord? Let it come now. As for me, I have not hurried away from being a shepherd who follows you, nor have I desired the woeful day. You know that came out of my lips. It is right there before you. Do not be a terror to me. You are my hope in the day of doom. Let them be ashamed who persecute me, but not let me be put to shame. Let them be dismayed, but do not let me be dismayed. Bring on them the day of doom, and destroy them with double destruction. Thus says the Lord to me, go and stand in the gate of the children of the people, by which the kings of Judah come in, and by which they go out, and all the gates of Jerusalem, and say to them, hear the word of the Lord, you kings of Judah, and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, who enter by these gates. Thus says the Lord, take heed to yourself, and bear no burden on the Sabbath day, nor bring it in by the gates of Jerusalem, nor carry a burden out of your houses on the Sabbath, nor do any works, but hallow the Sabbath day, as I commanded your fathers. But they did not obey, nor incline their ear, but made their necks stiff. They might not hear nor receive instruction. And it shall be, if you heed me carefully, says the Lord, to bring no burden through the gates of this city, on the Sabbath day, but hallow the Sabbath day to do no work in it. Then shall enter the gates of the city kings and priests sitting on the throne of David, riding in chariots and on horses, they and their princes, accompanied by the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And this city shall remain forever. And they shall come from the city of Judah and from the places around Jerusalem, from the land of Benjamin, and from the lowland, from the mountains, and from the south, bringing burnt offerings and sacrifices, grain offerings and incense, bringing sacrifices of praise to the house of the Lord. But if you will not heed me to hallow the Sabbath day, such as not carrying a burden, which entering the gates of Jerusalem on the Sabbath day, then I will kindle a fire in its gate, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem, and it shall not be quenched. I heard a whole lot of chances to rebuke their ways. The world has a way of consuming you whole to the point where you do not even recognize what sin, what is God, what is unjustified anger, what is justified anger, what is righteous, what is unrighteous, what is wicked. Where you live, who you listen to, and who you consume yourself with will shape all of those morals. And that's just my opinion, because I have tried to have a relationship with Jesus, but have this little sinful lifestyle over here on the side that I don't talk to him about. Or over here, and I pray for it, but I continue the action. I can use an example. I prayed that I would be able to stop watching adult content. Of course, I failed a couple of times at first, but the idea of me, no, absolutely not. There's no way. I have learned to pray for the people involved and to pray myself to keep away. And that's a very personal answer, so I'm sure many men relate to that. And I hope you find grace. God be with you.